Today, I'm gonna talk about how to create a successful content marketing strategy, and this video will be focused on the most important part of any successful content marketing strategy, and this is the mental game. I see a lot of videos talking about the technical aspects of the mental game, but this will be completely different from anything you've seen so far, because in this video we won't talk about how to schedule posts, we won't talk about how to write copy, we won't talk about how to edit a video, because you can easily do all those things with ChatGPT. In this video we're gonna focus on the mental aspects required to succeed in content creation, content marketing, or even social media marketing. When we talk about mental game, we usually use this term in sports, and we usually say this player or this athlete has an amazing mental game. We mean that this player is psychologically tough, this player is resilient. When there is a lot of pressure on the field, this player can take the winning shot. And a great example of such a player is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has all the physical abilities you can think of. He can pass the ball, he can shoot the ball, he can score, he is a great defensive player. But what makes Michael Jordan great, in my opinion, is his mental game, his mental toughness. That's why in this video I'm gonna share 4 rules that will help you become more resilient and that will help you build a winning content creation mindset. This is going to be a very important video for you if you're serious for content creation, because I'm gonna talk about the why of content creation, why you need to publish content on social media. I see a lot of other people making videos about on what platforms to publish, when to publish, but here in this video I'm gonna ask you to take a look at the core reason why you need to publish content on social media, and I'm gonna give you my reasons why you need to publish content on social media. So here you're gonna find motivation for publishing content. Also, I'm gonna share 4 rules that you need to follow if you wanna adopt this winning mindset similar to Michael Jordan. If you watch this video to the very end, you'll be truly unstoppable, because I believe rule number 4 is the one thing you need to grow your content this year. If you adopt this winning mindset, you'll be able to create content consistently. You avoid the burnout in content creation. You always be motivated. At the end, you'll be able to create the content that people want to watch, and one day you might become a huge social media superstar. Who knows? Now, why you need to be on social media? First of all, I'm gonna give you a very simple example. The first reason to be on social media is existence. If you're not on social media, you simply do not exist. And I'm gonna give you a simple example. Imagine you have to pick between 2 restaurants. They all have the same menu, the same food, the same pricing, everything costs exactly the same and tastes exactly the same. The first restaurant has amazing social media profile. They have a lot of reviews, they have a lot of people, a lot of pictures of people liking and commenting about their food. The second restaurant has 0 social media presence. Which restaurant would you choose to go to? If I have to guess, you choose the restaurant that has a lot more social media presence, because through the social media presence they already have social proof. That's why if this restaurant wasn't on social media, it would be very similar choice. Now you see the importance of being on social media, and personally for me, I create those videos because without social media, I simply don't exist. You won't know about me. You won't know that I'm a social media marketing expert. You won't know that I run Facebook and YouTube ads. You'll never know, right? So ask yourself, are you on social media? Are you doing enough so people know what you do, who you are, what is your brand all about? The second reason to be on social media is networking. Through social media, you can simply meet people, communicate with clients, grow your network, and as you know, your network is your net worth. It's like a sleazy cliche, but it's true. The third reason why I need to be on social media is leaving a legacy. In order to leave a legacy years ago, 30, 40 years ago, you had to write a book. Right now, through social media, you can create videos, articles, posts, and those videos, articles, and posts will live long after you. Your kids, your grandkids are gonna read and watch them. So think about this aspect of content creation. The fourth reason why I need to be on social media, and this is huge, is influence. You can influence others. You can make other people take the decision you want them to take. I don't say it's simple, but it is a huge benefit. And through your influence, you can make money. You can sell products, you can generate leads. So there is a huge advantage of why you need to be on social media. And if I have to share my why with you here, I'm on social media because I want to leave a legacy. I want to share my expertise with the world, and every video I make, I become better. So this is my biggest motivation, leaving a legacy, and also I want to make money. Now I'm gonna ask you to think about your why. Probably it's not something you can say right away, but here in this part of the video, I'm gonna give you the 4 rules that you need to follow if you wanna adopt a winning mindset. This winning mindset will drastically improve your mental game. And the first rule I'm gonna give you is focus on what you can control. Here, I'm just gonna give you a quick reminder. You don't control if the algorithm will push your videos. You don't control how people will comment. You don't control if you get 1 million views or shares or likes. Honestly, in content creation, you don't control a lot of things. But the one thing you can control is if you're gonna press publish or not. The one thing if you control is how you're gonna react to somebody if they leave a comment or not. Another thing you control is if you're going to make the next piece of content better than the previous one. So those are the things you control. Now, instead of being disappointed that this video has 11 views, just go ahead and make the next one and put all of your effort into making this video better than the previous one, because simply this is what you control. And to be honest with you, I've been making videos on YouTube for 2 years now, and I was super disappointed when I see that a video I post makes 11 views. But this is just the reality. I can be very upset about it, but instead I choose to create the next video, invest all my time and energy into the next video, and just move on. This brings me to rule number 2 if you wanna build a winning content creation mindset. And this is do numbers. The more you create, the better you become. When I started with my YouTube channel, I had the idea to publish 200 videos without even thinking about the YouTube analytics, because I know that publishing is the most important thing in content creation. And this brings me to rule number 2 if you wanna build a winning content creation mindset. Do numbers. The more you create, the better you become. Publish. This is the most important thing in content creation. When I started with my YouTube channel, the first video took me a week to make. I had to choose the camera, I took a lot of takes to record the video. I was super scared and insecure on camera, but 100 videos later, I was much more confident, and I had all that self-doubt in me, secure to talk in front of the camera. But as you can see right now, I'm doing a good enough job being in front of on camera. Now, I urge you to open my channel, YouTube channel, and go see my first video. It's not as good. I built confidence in the process. But this is just the most important thing in content creation. And if I have to pick the most important thing in content creation, would be to publish content. You won't become a YouTuber without publishing videos. You cannot become a social media influencer if you don't publish Instagram Reels or TikToks. You have to do numbers. You just have to do numbers. And I'm gonna give you another example. Your favorite artist didn't make one song or movie. If we take Drake for example, Drake became a rap superstar not just by creating one song. Can you name a rapper or a musician who made one song and became a success? I think those examples are very rare, but your favorite artists, your favorite musicians took years and years of creating content, creating music, publishing, so they are who they are today. Also, I'm gonna give you another example from the movie industry. You know the TV series Friends. It took them 10 seasons to become the best TV show ever, arguably, of course. It's just like numbers. So Friends has more than 200 episodes. If you believe you're gonna create a channel, a Twitter account, a Instagram story with just one post and go viral, I think this is way too naive. This might have happened 11 years ago, but I think it's much more difficult right now. So all you need to do is just do numbers, and by numbers I mean publish content. And here I'm gonna give you some tips that will help you do numbers. I'm gonna say follow yearly calendar, and I'm just gonna give you analogy. If you're a rapper or a singer, you're gonna plan your albums year ahead. For example, this year you're gonna release one mixtape and one album. If you're a content creator, this year you're gonna create 52 videos and you're gonna publish these videos each and every week. So this is just an example. And I think if you're serious about content creation should be the first thing you do in the morning. So you wake up and the first thing you do is focus your energy and time on content creation activities. And my advice to you here would be keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Don't use super complicated camera setup. Don't use super complicated tools to create your content. The simpler you keep it, the easier it will be. And all you need to do is break it down by numbers. And you know, this week I have one video to publish, the next week I have another, and no matter what happens, you keep this schedule. Keeping this schedule should be like a gun is pointed to your head. If you break the schedule, the gun will trigger and you're done. So this was the second rule if you want to build a successful content creation mindset. The third rule that we're gonna talk about when it comes to creating a successful content creation mindset is rule number 3, never take it personally. Here, I'm gonna ask you to reframe your perspective. When you publish content, you focus mainly on the negative. You publish the video and you see, oh, it has 11 views. But if you reframe your perspective, you're just gonna say, oh, 11 people saw my video. If I never publish this video, those 11 people would never see it. It's the same result, but you frame it in different ways. That way, if you reframe it the best way possible, you only focus on the positive experience, and that way you trigger your brain to perceive content creation as something very exciting, something very fun, and this will be essential if you want to do it on the long term. Another thing I would like to say here, you need to see it as a learning experience. If this video gets 11 views, nothing happens. If this video gets 0 views, nothing happens. Tomorrow you make the next video, and the day after tomorrow you make the next one, and you just keep on growing and learning about content creation, about your brand, about your audience. Now, what's gonna happen if you take this experience personally? You make one video, you say, oh, this video got 17 views, I suck, and you're gonna quit. But if you say, oh, this video has 17 views, if I never made that video, 17 people wouldn't watch it, so probably I should make another one. Do you see what's the difference? Because content creation itself, I won't lie to you, is a very difficult task. A lot of people try to make it on those platforms. A lot of people have huge teams that are creating content for them and with them. So when you go on those platforms, you compete with a lot of smart people. The ones that will make it will be the ones that stick to it long term. And another thing I would like to share here that will help you take it less personally, don't compare yourself with other people. Because if you compare yourself to somebody who is already successful, you're comparing yourself to somebody who make thousands of videos and you made like 11 videos, so you won't be as good as them, if that makes sense. So the only comparison you need to make is compare yourself to yourself a year ago. And this is my advice here. Just commit to publishing content on social media without investing any emotions for 1 year, and compare the first video to the last video. Compare video number 1 to video 52 or video 365, and you're gonna see the growth. Talking about growth, this brings me to rule number 4 if you wanna adopt a winning content creation mindset, and this is Rome wasn't built in a day. And here I'm gonna give you 3 examples of successful content creators. As you can see, this is Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat started posting videos in 2010, but his channel didn't get much traction until 2015. So Casey Neistat was grinding for years and years and years until he became a YouTube sensation. It took Casey 5 years of hard work. This is another example. This is Marcus Brownlee. Marcus started a tech-focused channel, and in the first 2 years he didn't get much traction, but he kept on going and going, and right now his channel has around 14 million subscribers, or maybe by the time you watch this video there are even more. The third example I'm gonna give you here is Larry June. Larry June is a San Francisco rapper. He started making music in 2010, but he didn't gain any traction until 2020 or maybe 2019 when he launched his album Out the Trunk. Larry June again is a great example for persistence, consistency, and staying in the game long enough so he can get the results. As you can see, those rules are fundamental and they apply not only in YouTube, not only in content creation, but pretty much anything you choose in life. So when it comes to your brand, when it comes to building your personal business, when it comes to selling your products or your content creation endeavors, I have to say, I have to remind you, Rome was not built in a day. Building a brand on social media takes years. So I suggest you commit to the grind for at least 5 years before you judge any results. And I'm doing this personally myself. You can go on my social media channels and you're gonna see that I'm publishing consistently. You're gonna see that I don't have a huge following on Twitter. You're gonna see that some of my videos on YouTube generate 11 views, but I keep on going, and I'll be doing this for at least 5 to 10 years because I truly believe that it's gonna take 5 years for my personal brand to explode. So that's my advice for you. Don't stop, keep going. That's my advice to you, and that's the advice I give to myself. Don't stop, keep going, hard work will pay off. My name is Niko. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. In this channel I talk about business, wealth and marketing. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below and I'll talk to you soon.